I'll give you an example and tell me if you can relate to this or not. But have you ever picked up your phone to do something specific, like send a message or make a note or look something up, and within like 3 seconds you had no idea, like you had completely forgotten why you picked up your phone in the first place? And if that's ever happened to you, then that's a prime example of you stepping in to use a tool to further your own agenda, but instead you got hijacked by something that looked a little bit more enticing in the moment, and it completely derailed what you were originally trying to do, at least for the moment.
Hello everyone, I'm Yopi from Yopis English School. 本日は This pocket notepad is slowly replacing my phone. 携帯の代わりにメモ帳を使ってみて気づいたことというクリップを見ながらネイティブが使うリアルな英会話フレーズを学んでいきます。By the way, if you want to see the original clip, there's a link down below. So without further ado, let's get straight into it.
This is my notepad. So, why do I carry this thing everywhere with me? This all started from a very well-meaning Nathaniel Drew, who is kind of a notebook expert, if those even exist. And I kept bumping into this with other YouTubers where they would experiment with taking notes, with a pen and paper, or writing video scripts with pen and paper, or scheduling or journaling and things like that. And now in our fast-paced media-consuming era, there are a select few that seem to be moving back to that, or at least trying it out. And despite all the fancy new apps and softwares coming out, there's just this nagging thought that perhaps we are leaving something behind that we shouldn't. You can guess what I decided. I mean, what if something amazing were to happen? I instantly fell in love with it. We went everywhere together and I never left the house without it. I even took it a few places that I didn't take my phone. Unlike my phone, my notepad never goes dead, never distracts me, and above all, it has absolutely no agenda. If I ignore it, it doesn't even try to get my attention. Okay, this all sounds a little facetious, right? But I'm actually dead serious, and here's why. Attention. Attention is one of the rarest and most valued commodities in our world today. I'll give you an example and tell me if you can relate to this or not. But have you ever picked up your phone to do something specific, like send a message or make a note or look something up, and within 3 seconds you had no idea, like you had completely forgotten why you picked up your phone in the first place? And if that's ever happened to you, then that's a prime example of you stepping in to use a tool to further your own agenda, but instead you got hijacked by something that looked a little bit more enticing in the moment, and it completely derailed what you were originally trying to do, at least for the moment.
Yopi's English School.
One of the first things I noticed when I started carrying this thing around with me is it provided me with a place to just spill organic thoughts with zero potential to ever be distracted or for outside ideas to mingle with my own. And speaking from past experiences, this could be anything from, making a grocery list that I'm sure my friend Zach remembers, to, trying to process emotions and figure out why I'm angry at a friend. Or another aspect of this is putting down creative ideas, because a creative idea can come very quick and it can just pop into your head. And if there's any kind of distraction, you can lose that, at least I can. And there's one more aspect of this that I think is really, really important and that's worth mentioning. It's like, have you ever forgot to take your phone somewhere with you? Like for a couple of hours. Not that you had it with you but on silent, but you literally didn't even have it with you. If you're anything like me, there's something different about physically being removed from something that can distract you, like your phone, versus just having it with you but on silent. And this is huge because this can literally make the difference of solving or jeopardizing a solution or creative idea. This will cost you $1, so feel free to try it out for a few weeks and just see if it works for you. What I love to do is whenever I'm in a group and it's everybody's on their phones and it's all bored and stuff, instead of pulling out my phone, I'll pull out my notepad and just start writing. It's amazing, literally no one sees it coming.
はい、いかがだったでしょうか。では続いてネイティブが使うリアルな英会話フレーズを学んでいきます。一つ目はこちら。
And I kept bumping into this with other YouTubers.
Bump into. Bump into. 何々にぶつかる。偶然会う。もともとこの bump into は人や物に無意識にぶつかることを表すフレーズなのですが、それに加えて誰かにばったり会うという意味にもなるんです。例えば、I bumped into Hillary last night. 昨夜ヒラリーに偶然会ったよ。なんて使い方ができます。 ほぼ同じ意味のフレーズに run into があり、使うタイミングや意味などほとんど同じなので、こちらも合わせて覚えておきましょう。2つ目はこちら。
I mean, what if something amazing were to happen?
What if something amazing were to happen?
What if? What if? もし何々したらどうする？超品質のフレーズなので知ってる方も多いと思います。主に文頭において使われます。例えば、What if I lose my job? もし私の仕事がなくなったらどうする？なんて使い方ができますね。本来であれば、What should we do if I lose my job? のように、What と if の間に should we do が入るべきですが、これらを省略したフレーズがこの What if なんです。例えば他にも What if I say no? もし私が No と言ったらどうする？なんて使い方もできますよね。この場合は What are you going to do if I say no? が元々の文章で Are you going to do? が省略されて What if I say no? となっています。慣れてくるとかなり便利なフレーズなので積極的にこの What if 使ってみましょう。では続いてはこちら。
Unlike my phone, my notepad never goes dead, never distracts me.
Unlike my phone, my notepad never goes dead, never distracts me.
distract, distract 気を散らす。英語では気が散ると言いたいとき、気を散らしている対象を主語にして、その対象が私の気を散らしますという形で表現します。例えば、The notifications really distract me when I'm studying. 勉強中スマホの通知が私の気を散らしますみたいな感じです。おそらく日本語的に訳すのであれば、勉強中にスマホの通知のせいで気が散ってしまいますとなるんですが、ここではあえて distract の意味がわかりやすいように訳してみました。ちなみにここで言うスマホの通知のような気を散らせる、つまり邪魔になる対象のことを distraction と言います。例えば、There are so many distractions in this modern world. 現代では数多くの気が散るものがあるみたいな感じですね。では最後、4つ目はこちら。
But I'm actually like dead serious.
But I'm actually like dead serious.
Dead serious. Dead serious. 大真面目な。serious の強調表現です。スラングにはなりますが、これも品質なので覚えておいて損はないと思います。もともとは極度にという意味の deadly を使って deadly serious と言っていましたが、口語で dead serious というようになりました。日本語でも死ぬほどなんていうので同じイメージですね。カジュアルなシーンで I'm dead serious 使ってみましょう。